I'm Marion Preston. The passion really showed as people came decked out in Sonics jerseys and cheered for a team that is long since gone. They say Seattle is without a doubt a basketball town, and they want to bring back the tradition that was stripped away when the team was sold.
Super! Sonic! Super! Sonic!
The chance to see the NBA in action is reigniting legions of fans still bitter over the loss of the Seattle Supersonics.
They shouldn't have taken it away in the first place. That was definitely a bad move, in my opinion.
Let's go!
Some familiar faces were outside Climate Pledge Arena before the Portland Trail Blazers and LA Clippers took to the court for an exhibition game.
Pretty amazing because I love basketball and I've never really been to an NBA game nor a preseason game.
This is the first NBA matchup ever played in the state-of-the-art arena. The management team says Climate Pledge was built to be NBA ready. They don't want to get ahead of the commissioner and where Seattle might fit into league expansion.
We've been wanting to get a team back here in Seattle for years. Him and I always talk about it. Hoping to get a team here in Seattle, maybe one in Vegas.
Seattle's been looking for ways to bring back the Sonics ever since Clay Bennett moved the team to Oklahoma City in 2008. Fans have never forgotten.
Just kind of driving around here, there's a lot of people wearing like their Sonics jersey and NBA jerseys. There's definitely an appetite for, an NBA team back here in Seattle.
Speculation is nonstop about when the NBA will make an expansion announcement, but fans say having a facility like Climate Pledge, that should give Seattle a leg up in those talks.
Season tickets, that's what it would mean for sure. I mean, I think we'd be buying season tickets all the time and going to games and having fun.
Well, he says he's getting regular updates from Police Chief Adrian Diaz about multiple shootings from over the weekend. One of those happened right here at 7th and Denny. Police say there was evidence of that shooting across all 7 lanes. We spoke to folks who live around here who say they don't ever want to see anything like it again. In the middle of the night, police swarmed 7th Avenue after 911 callers reported an all-out barrage of gunfire.
We heard like 45 to 50 shots at the night.
Edgar and his family are here on vacation and are staying in a hotel nearby.
Shooting from rifles and shotguns.
My immediate reaction was go to the floor because I wouldn't know if any shots would go through the windows.
Nunila says she and her boyfriend feared they were going to be shot.
We just stayed there for a while until the shots were over.
It was a cap on an already violent weekend in Seattle, including 4 students being shot near the University of Washington.
There's some information that he has shared with me that wouldn't be good for public consumption, but they are on top of it doing investigations.
Mayor Bruce Harrell told me today this is why he's proposed increasing funding to the public safety budget.
That's why I have an acoustic gunfire locating system in the budget.
Shot spotting technology is used by other large cities. It's a system of sensors that alerts dispatchers immediately when shots are fired.
We have to have everyone safe. It's as simple as that. We have too many guns in the wrong hands.
Unfortunately, with this very American epidemic of gun violence in our country, sometimes it often feels we always just respond with thoughts and prayers.
Tremaine Edwards with the Alliance for Gun Responsibility says it's important to not become numb to scenes and stories like this.
We have to fight back sometimes against what we might feel, like nothing's ever going to change. We have to combat that mindset.
Yeah, Preston, exactly. Shocking indeed. I mean, this victim is a mom here. She was followed and attacked in her own driveway. And as you can imagine, she was too upset and shaken up to share this ordeal with us, and so were her neighbors. They just can't believe that teenagers are involved.
There's no care for property or safety of others.
The eerie moments leading up to the violent carjacking are captured on surveillance video. You see the victim's SUV pulls up to her Spanaway home. Then another car follows behind and 2 suspects jump out. Deputies say that's when the mom is ambushed at gunpoint and pistol whipped. Then the suspect's car speeds off and the victim's car follows behind.
The actions we're seeing and the crimes that are happening are increasingly becoming more dangerous.
Minutes later, deputies say this was the aftermath as the victim's stolen SUV wrecked out and the suspect's car also crashed. Deputies caught the suspects when they stopped to fill up gas at a station across their precinct. But officers say the suspects took off in different directions, and since a violent crime happened, deputies were able to chase after both cars.
Because it was an armed robbery, that is one of the pursuable offenses. Otherwise, we would have had to end the pursuit and the suspects would be outstanding.
Deputies say it turns out the armed carjackers were two 16-year-old boys and a 16-year-old girl. Detectives say the mom of one of the teens told them he was supposed to be on house arrest after being busted for a similar incident.
A lot of these crimes that are happening is we're seeing these juveniles that know and think that these behaviors are going to go without consequences.
Hi, everyone. I'm Preston Phillips from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and Western Washington. Oh, and don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.